then we sell back off into similar levels that we're trading at right now. And then we'll probably get like a 4th of July ritual this year, which I'll cover in a later video. And then we'll move up in a straight line for a majority of the month of July.
Well, that's exactly right. Circle's been around for a long time, and it's been our long-term goal and aim and part of our strategy to go public. As was said earlier, trust, transparency, and reliability is really key in this industry.
We will start voting on the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill, this week. I don't think we're going to complete it this week. We'll probably have to go into next week because a number of amendments will be filed.
I've been a holder of XRP, not a whale, since 2016-17. And it was the first crypto token that I bought. I still have it today. I heard Chris Larson talk in 2020.
So we've been talking about the lack of programmability on XRP Ledger. And that is exactly why we've been building it on EVM sidechain, which is connected to XRP Ledger through XLR.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags, and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We got XRP currently right around $2.18. We got one from Sentiment Feed to pop things off. Trump and Elon may have just marked crypto's local bottom. The public downfall of Trump and Elon Musk's relationship has generated many polarizing reactions from the crypto community. While others may see it as nothing more than a petty drama, others are showing legitimate fear that the two powerful pro-crypto individuals being at odds will create long-term bearish outcome. Cointelegraph latest Circle president says going public signals openness to banks and tech, not competition.
Well, that's exactly right. Circle's been around for a long time, and it's been our long-term goal and aim and part of our strategy to go public. As was said earlier, trust, transparency, and reliability is really key in this industry. And we're the world's largest regulated stablecoin issuer. And so it was only natural that to raise the level of trust, transparency, and governance, we would go public, be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and be held to those high standards. So that is why we are a public company. But in many ways, this is just the beginning.
So talk to us about what's next then, I guess. We're seeing huge demand, we should say, for your shares in today's session. I know it was oversubscribed. The shares are going up quite a lot today. So there's a lot of excitement around this. But what is next? And talk to me about the profit profile of the company, how you guys make money on the stablecoin business.
Yeah, so we are engaged in building the world's largest and most widely used stablecoin network. And wherever there is regulation, we are seeking to have the highest level to get the right licenses, because we really think that's going to be the differentiator. And so the more our stablecoins are used throughout the world, the better it is for our network, and the network effects take place. And so we obviously have the network, the amount of stable coins that we have in circulation. We have those reserves invested in very high quality liquid assets, but we also have a number of tech products and protocols that make us a far better network than some of our competitors out there. And so those come with fees, and we're continuing to build out those revenue streams as well. But again, when we look at what we're offering compared to the traditional payment systems, it's not even comparison in terms of the amount and the cost to transfer things over the internet through blockchain protocols.
Coin Bureau, XRP versus SEC, 9 days left to act, or the case moves forward by June 16th. SEC must update the appeals court on settlement talks, or the legal battle resumes automatically. Attorney Bill Morgan warns something has to happen by then. TikTok, Riz XRP, the golden age of digital assets, charting a path forward. Data report, June 2nd, 2025, hashtags crypto index US ETF. Crypto's IRS update, Senator Lummis says that the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill, will pass. Next week, the floodgates are bursting open. The regulation jar of molasses is about to bust open.
We will start voting on the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill, this week. I don't think we're going to complete it this week. We'll probably have to go into next week because a number of amendments will be filed. But we have worked long and hard to bring Democrats to the place where they can vote for cloture. I think we're there.
So what are the remaining hurdles for Democrats? What have they told you that their concerns are? What's keeping them from getting on board completely?
Well, we have generally agreed to many of the amendments they wanted. There were concerns about illicit finance. We've addressed some of those. And we're just waiting to see what amendments are filed by both parties as we move the bill to full consideration on the floor of the Senate. One of the things that I'm looking for is whether the Durbin-Marshall bill, it will be attempted to attach to the stablecoin bill. It's not about stablecoins, it's about credit card swipe fees, but this bill may be seen as a vehicle to attach, and that would be a heavy lift to take a bill that already has been carefully negotiated and add a new subject that is that controversial.
So just one more on the timeline here for the American people who are watching and listening right now. In your view, what sort of week or month could this bill actually become law?
Well, we're going to pass it next week.
Okay.
And so it will provide new markets for U.S. treasuries. It will help protect the U.S. dollar as the world reserve currency. It will provide a way for something like a traveler's check to be used digitally. It's pegged to the dollar, so it's it's a payment stablecoin, something that can be used for payments in a digital format. This is going to create more versatility for the U.S. economy and move us into the 21st century.
Smoke Dog, Google, Airbnb, and Uber were all part of Ripple's original product vision for a unified global payments interface, XRP, the bridge. Crypto Eddie exclusive Vivo Power is all in on XRP, naming it the digital asset for the corporate strategy scoop. They're creating a fund to invest in XRP Ledger ecosystem projects, sparking a halo effect to supercharge growth for everyone.
I've been a holder of XRP, not a whale, since 2016-17. And it was the first crypto token that I bought. I still have it today. I heard Chris Larsen talk in 2020 to a sort of closed forum of entrepreneurs and was really inspired and doubled down, bought some more. And then when the SEC thing hit, I thought, I've lost all my money here. So it's wonderful to see the comeback, and even, more of a privilege now to be working with Adam and seeking to help build a treasury focused on XRP, as well as contributing to the ecosystem by investing in XRPL-based DeFi solutions.
Well, I think what makes companies like Strategy by Michael Saylor so successful is that they are able to lever up the ROI to their shareholders beyond just the net asset value. They use a metric called MNAV to kind of show how the value of the company is higher than the value of the underlying asset. It's actually very impressive what Michael's been able to do, because Bitcoin doesn't have a DeFi and yield generation component to the blockchain, right? And XRP doesn't natively as well. But we're working closely with Ripple, who's releasing EVM compatibility on the blockchain. At some time in the not too distant future, I think we're going to have an explosion of DeFi and yield generation opportunities on XRP Ledger. And I think that in addition to just holding XRP, generating yield on XRP, which we certainly want to do for our shareholders, we, as you mentioned and as Kevin alluded to, we want to fund the ecosystem itself. When I was on the board of Ripple, we spent a lot of time working on how we could, as a company, support developers and entrepreneurs who wanted to build on top of XRP Ledger. And we're going to extend that and create a halo effect around what we're doing with Vivo Power by allocating a certain amount of the funds that we're raising to earmark for those developers. And so in addition to leveraging the ecosystem for our shareholders, we're going to help build the ecosystem as well. We adopt a strategy of, instead of us wanting a bigger share of the pie, if you will, Ari, or a bigger profit, we want to grow the pie for everybody. And so that's I think, a unique aspect of Vivo's model.
Axelar Network, we can't wait until the world sees what Strobe is building on the XRP ledger. Strobe Finance heads up XRP ledger builders, tech lead at. We'll go deep on XRP ledger, Axelar EVM integration next Tuesday at XRPL Apex.
So we've been talking about the lack of programmability on XRP ledger, and that is exactly why we've been building it on EVM sidechain, which is connected to XRP ledger through Axelar. You know, me attending Apex 2025, and I'll be hosting a developer workshop there. So if you're interested in listening to my experience on building on XRP ledger, you would definitely come and then listen to what I have to say.
We got Rob Nichols says, this truly excites me. Dom, Easy A. This is what bringing record new developers to the XRP ledger looks like. Watcher Guru Justin, Coinbase releases new Bitcoin commercial.
In 2012, you'd need 30,000 Bitcoin to buy this house. A decade later, it'd only cost you 20 Bitcoin. And today, it could be yours for 5. If home prices keep falling in Bitcoin, why do they keep rising in dollars?
Build on Stellar. Why pay 5? Why pay $1? Why pay a cent when you can pay a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent? Stellar makes DeFi feel free, and it almost is. Build on Stellar. We got some charts and a few other things to close out. Riz XRP, waters above, July we fly, XRP, in a blink of an eye.
The month of July finishes off very strong overall, and that's exactly what I'm anticipating for this year as well. So, if we were to disregard next week and just skip ahead to the upcoming new moon, we can definitely see XRP around $2.40, maybe even $2.50 into June 25th, but then we sell back off into similar levels that we're trading at right now. And then we'll probably get like a 4th of July ritual this year, which I'll cover in a later video. And then we'll move up in a straight line for a majority of the month of July. And when I zoom out, you can actually see that this fractal, it hits almost $20 by the end of July. You could see right there around July 28th. Now, it's not going to be perfect with the timing, but I do feel the bullish energy should be kicking in at the same time frame. And I told you a $10 XRP.
Coins Kit and validation of this macro reversal pattern is the head. I've been tracking this for a while. That's why I expected a rejection at the neckline resistance. XRP, hold the head and take out the neckline, and we should see the technical target at $4.22. Matt, mustache, altcoins, all season repeats the cycle from 2017, only much, much bigger and much, much higher. And the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP. Rich list, where are those bags be when that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? We'll catch you up here on the mothership. I am the XRP bagman, the Moon Commander, BYOB. Bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Welcome to the party, we don't play around here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed